Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Skill Trading Lab. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please like this video, share and subscribe. So on today's video, I'm going to be doing a pre-session analysis on the DAX. As you can see above here, it's German 40, the DAX. And I'm going to start from the daily time frame. As you can see here, it's the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, this is the swing structure. That is my swing range, where this is my strong internal low, a swing low, sorry. And we got that after we got that break of structure, we haven't had that significant pullback. For me, this isn't that significant, even as we compare it with the previous price action. It isn't that significant. That's why I didn't label it as my swing range. I'm only viewing it as my internal range. So we haven't had that deep swing pullback. So swing is bullish and internal is also bullish. So anytime we might see internal shift bearish to facilitate that deep swing pullback. So another thing is internal is also bullish. This is the internal range. So this is my strong internal low, and we got that break of structure. After break of structure, what do we expect? We expect a pullback. So currently, I'm expecting price to pull back to either of these demand zones. These are the demand zones within the internal range. So this is the only my valid demand zone within the range. The below one, it has liquidity below it. It's valid, but I can't map it because I don't want to place another one here and then we see price come grab all that liquidity while I'm on the trade. So I'd rather wait for a confirmation. And the confirmation is I'd rather wait for either a strong liquidation from here to confirm that truly that this demand will be used. Yeah. So for now, this is my valid demand that I'm waiting for price to pull back to. And I'm expecting where this is where probably the internal higher low could be formed from. As you can see, it's in the AQ of the internal range, although it's in the premium of the swing range, but it's still valid for me. It's in the it's in the AQ of the internal range. Another thing, it's a sweep zone, and another thing, it has lead. So we can expect price to pull back to here, and then for the higher low to be formed, and then we can expect at the high low to be formed from here. Also, it's also close to this demand. It might be used as lead for this demand, but I'm really cautious about this liquidity below here. So for this coming week, we might either see that order flow shift to signal the start of the internal pullback, or as we can see, price pullback to this fractal range on Thursday. And as you can see, price is rolling up maybe, but it is not with momentum. Probably it's just a reaction. Then we could see that order flow shift. So for this coming week, we might either see price target that fractal high, then we see the fractal order flow continue, or we might see the order flow shift for price to, so we can get that internal pullback. So that's all for the daily time frame. Let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, my swing structure is bullish. This is my current swing range. This is my strong swing low. And within the swing leg, there is this internal range where this is my strong internal low and this is my weak internal high. Currently, we haven't had that. This isn't a significant swing pullback. That's why I've labeled it only as my weak internal high. So last week, we can see we got that internal pullback to the AQ of the internal range. Probably this, and also we've seen we have an order flow shift here. So probably during this week, we might see this order flow continue for price to target the weak internal high, or we can see, as we can see also, this internal range, it has liquidity below it. So for this coming week, we might see that internal shift bearish to facilitate that swing pullback. And as you can see, this analysis, it aligns with the daily time frame. As I had said, the daily fractal law, but let me check. The daily fractal law, it's this law. Let me label it so that we can see it on the lower time frame. That is the daily fractal law. So that is the daily fractal law. So this coming week, when we see that 4-hour internal shift bearish, it might also be a good signal that we'll see price pull back to this daily demand for the daily higher low to be formed, and also the 4-hour swing higher low might be formed from here. Then if we see 4-hour shift bullish, but this might take a lot of time. I'm just doing an analysis for overall. So if we see internal shift bullish from here, then it can be a good signal that this daily demand will hold, and we could follow this internal order flow to the week internal high. So for this coming week, it's either internal to shift bearish, or we could see that internal order flow continue. So we might see that break of structure, and then we could see either the continuation of the internal leg, or we could see that pullback for this coming week. So that's all for this video on DAX, the analysis on DAX. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I wish you all a wonderful and a blessed week ahead.